I'm going to give you one piece of advice that I used to help scale our remote company of entrepreneurs all over the world to thousands of clients in a few short years. But before I dive into that, please ignore all the junk you're seeing online about how to do remote work, how to do this, what tools you need to do. If you're going to read another Forbes article that by the end of it makes you tap yourself on the back, you're on the wrong path and you're setting yourself up for failure. And it's really simple. If you've ever went to a pizzeria and picked up a pizza, or if you've decided that you're going to call and phone in and get a pizza delivered to your house, you already have the skills to distinguish between co-working and remote working. It is so simple. It's just staring you right in the face. And I'm going to give it to you right now. Everybody communicates. Few people connect. Let that set in. Everybody communicates. Few people connect. This is where you're going to have to distinguish with your internal and external stakeholders, your peers, your colleagues, and how you work with them. If you find a colleague that only behaves great on Slack and text messages and doesn't need face-to-face calls, great, because this is a high performer that has optimized their time where they don't need to set aside times for cumbersome meetings because they're efficient and they're fast. If you need to work with somebody in a conference, like if you're in a conference room and do a whiteboard session for 2, 3, 4 hours, that's great too, because you're moving the ball forward, you're moving the tasks forward, you're doing the actions to move forward. A lot of the time, it's really hard to distinguish, and this is a great way to prompt a question with your colleagues. How do you prefer to communicate? Is a weekly meeting too much? Should we do it 2 times a week? Should we have meetings 2 times a day, 1 time a day? You're going to have to establish these benchmarks because every organization is different. You might not even need to communicate with anybody because you're a single person company. So establishing the habits that you need in order to be successful is very critical in a remote setting. So remember, you're going to have to communicate, but you're also going to have to find out how you're going to connect. And everyone has their own communication style. And as you grow and you develop your new communication toolkit, you're going to be able to adapt to more people and more situations where you're an effective communicator that can connect with your audience. So make sure you don't get distorted by all this junk and all these articles. Just get to work. Right? You do this in the workplace. You can do this at home. You've worked from home before. It's nothing new. If you have any sort of pitfalls, challenges, you have the same things in the office. You walk up and get coffee 10 times a day. Nothing changes. So make sure you connect with your audience and your peers and colleagues and find out what makes them tick in order for you to collaborate and work more efficiently in your workplace. If you have any challenges about communicating or any habits that you want to break in a remote work culture or work from home culture, drop me a comment here below and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Now, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every day I'm publishing videos on growth hacking, digital marketing, how to be a successful entrepreneur. I really want to enable you to become a decision maker in your own business in the future of work. So if you want to come along with me on this journey, hit subscribe, hit notifications, and I'll talk to you real soon.